Hey everyone, and welcome back to Swift Guitar Lessons for another lick of the week. In today's lesson, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite SRV inspired blues licks in the key of E. We're going to get started by reviewing two positions of the E minor pentatonic scale, the E position and the D position, before I break down this lick. I got all the tabs available for you at patreon.com/swiftlessons, where if you support the channel for just $1 a month, you gain access to a ton of extra resources. Now, let's get started with your lesson. Okay, close look at the fretboard and also my pick in hand. And we're getting started with section 1 of this lesson, learning the source scale that our lick of the week is being built from. So it's all coming from the E minor pentatonic scale, key of E, but we're going to have it in two different positions, the E position and the D position. That means you're going to find the same exact scale surrounding the E major chord shape in its standard position, and then also in its D position. So for the beginners out there, just know that you can play every single major, minor chord in 5 different positions. And connecting to those chord shapes, you'll also find scales. Okay, so your first scale position is going to sound and look like this. Okay, so many possibilities right there inside that box. So we had 0, 3, E and G. Then we had 0 and 2, A and B. Then we had 0 and 2 on the D string, D and E. And that completes 1 octave. All right, then we're gonna have 0, 2 on the G string, G and A. Then we're going to play 0, 3 on the B string, B and D, then high E string open, then we're going to go to the 3rd fret G note. For the more advanced players watching this video, that's probably a little bit boring for you. But even some advanced players don't know that you can play the pentatonic scale in 5 different positions. So the next position is going to look like this. And many of you might be thinking, that is my pentatonic extension. But I have news for you, it's actually just a small part of an entire other position of your pentatonic scale. So that was 0, 3, 5. Then we're gonna have 2, 5. 2, 5 again. 2, 4. 3, 5. 3, 5. That's your minor pentatonic scale, key of E, in the D position. And again, so many possibilities are hanging out right inside that box. Okay, now moving on to section 2 of this lesson, our traveling shuffle. So in my demonstration, I paired our lick of the week with this variation of the common shuffle in E major, which would sound like this. So what I did is I added some open strings to it, and I've taught this in other lessons. Sometimes played with hybrid picking. For a more exact kind of sound that's a little bit more easy to control. So the basic version is just strumming. You take an E7 chord shape, 2nd fret A, 1st fret G, and strum one end. Then you're going to grab the 4th fret A, 2nd fret G, and you're going to play 2 end. Then 5 and 4. Back to that second position, 4 and 2. And then back to the E7 chord shape, 2 and 1. A 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and... So this is the perfect shuffle to mix together a little bit of rhythm and a little bit of lead. Something like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4 and... So that's two different variations there. If you want to do the hybrid picking, basically just hit the root and then focus your picking on the A and the G string. You can throw in that hammer on there on the first beat. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. All right, for a very cool, very professional way of shuffling through an E blues. Okay, great work everybody. You have two positions of the E minor pentatonic scale, that E and that D position. And you also have the traveling shuffle pattern for shuffling over an E chord in an E blues. Now we're ready for the lick of the week. Again, at full speed, it'll sound like this. Again. And very slowly. Just like that. Okay, so let's break that lick into two separate parts. The first one's gonna sound like this. Real slow. A nice lick in itself. So that was high E string, 3, 0. 0 on the B, 3. Open E string, open B string. 3, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0. Then part number 2. All right, sliding from 2 up to 4 on the G string, 3rd fret B string, back to 4, sliding back to 2, 0, and resolve on the root 2nd fret D string. Okay, and occasionally when I slide back, you might find me doing some pulling off. Maybe a little bit of a bend, just to give it a little bit more style. Okay, because that vibrato really changes things up a lot. Okay, you put both parts together, we have. And it's very crucial that you take time to count as you play. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So this is a cool lick because it lasts an entire measure. For your lick of the week. Alright everyone, thanks so much for checking out this Lick of the Week blues lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much to my supporters at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Hope you're enjoying all the extra resources. I got many more videos coming up, so keep checking back. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia, saying happy picking.